The ignorance of one voter in a democracy lessens the security of all. Hello and warm welcome viewers. You guys are watching the Personality program here on Better Future. I am Miss Hadi Job. As usual viewers, I am not alone in the studio. I am joined by Honorable BABAGALLEH. Thanks so much for coming, Honorable.
You're welcome.
And welcome to the Personality Show for the first time. Viewers, Honorable BABAGALLEH is the MP of Parliamentary constituency. He is a member of the National Assembly of the Gambia. Honorable was with the United Democratic Party and now with the National People's Party. Honorable, I will now allow you to go deep into your biography before we move into the discussion proper.
Thank you very much for having me at the Better Future Group. I am Honorable BABAGALLEH JALLOW, member of Parliamentary constituency. I was born at Burfoot, started my education at Burfoot Primary School, to Sukta Secondary School, where I sat for the school leaving certificate examinations. And then from there, I sat to the Gambia High School examinations and was admitted or enrolled as a student for 2 years course in both restaurant and bar.
Okay, Honorable, thank you so much. So, Honorable, can you please share with us how did you venture into politics?
Well, it's my late mom who inspired me into politics because she was one of the prominent politicians in the West Coast. She was the chairperson of NCP during those days of NCP and PPP.
Oh, okay. So, Honorable, how do you feel the people that endorse you in 2070 parliamentary election are the same individuals that are going against you in this 2022 parliamentary election?
Politics is just like it. Politics is like that. Sometimes you have no permanent friend, you have no permanent enemy. You will be with this guy today, and tomorrow you have different opinions. So that's politics, but it doesn't mean that we are enemies.
Yeah, I know. But from your own perspective, why do you think UDP expelled you from their party?
Well, they expelled us.
Yes, it was 8 NAMs that were expelled by the United Democratic Party.
Because I believe they want us to dance to their tunes.
Okay.
And for us, we believe that it's the electors who put us into office. And then we have to listen to those electors.
So that was the only reason.
Exactly.
So okay, so meaning UDP, the members of the United Democratic Party wanted to control their members of parliament.
Exactly, that's what is happening. It is even manifested in parliament.
So what will be your take like? That was not the reason because you guys were not obeying the rules and regulation of the United Democratic Party. That's led to your expulsion from that party, according to what some of the UDP members claim. So, Honorable, as it is officially announced in this 2022 parliamentary election, you will be contesting under the ticket of NPP. And yes, of course, that's the National People's Party. So how do you feel being endorsed by the National People's Party for the first time?
Great, because it's one of the greatest parties in the country.
But NPP is not it was not launched, it was not that much when it was launched.
Yes. It is because of the goodwill and the good work the party leader has done. That is why people have endorsed him. They endorsed the party. And as I told you before, people were just after interest. Politics is just is just interest. So people have seen their interest on the party leader and the party itself. That's why people rally behind the NPP.
That's why you guys decided to support President Adama Barrow.
Yes, we are supporting President Adama Barrow because of his will and his good job he's doing in this country. That is why we are supporting him.
So do you think
he's doing the job in the interest of the people?
So do you think President Adama Barrow is delivering up to expectation, Honor?
Of course he is.
He is.
Can you imagine when he was taking over, there was nothing in the coffer. Nothing in the coffer.
Are you confident about
Only
that?
3 months salaries for the
MP.
Yes, no, for the civil servants.
Oh, okay. So, Honorable, as President Adama Barrow embarked on a nationwide tour on Saturday, that was on the 19th of this month, and this tour will end on the 31st of this month. And this will give President Adama Barrow the opportunity to thank people that voted for him in December 4th presidential election and to ask electorate from heterogeneous constituency to vote for NPP candidate. What's your take on that?
Well, President Barrow see to it that he has won the December election, but still now he has something to do because he's sitting on the chair, but he's not leaning. unless and until he has parliamentarians to support him in parliament, he's not comfortable.
That's why President Adam Barrow want to dominate this parliament this year.
Exactly.
So by doing that, don't you think we'll go back to dictatorship?
No.
Of course, because all of you will be supporting President Adam Barrow.
No, as I told you before, we are supporting President Adam Barrow, pending he is on the right path. If he's not on the right path, we will not support, because we are elected by people and we always listen to those people.
And I
who
think
elected us.
the interest of the country have to come
Exactly.
first before the interest of different political party, Honorable.
Exactly.
And again, Honorable, there is this message that is circulating in all social media platforms that President Adam Barrow give President Adam Barrow give each NPP candidate a sum of $500,000 for their campaign. So how factual is this?
We were giving each $500 for
$500,000.
$500,000 for our campaign, because we are under the NPP, which is his party.
So where did President Adam Barrow get this money from?
Well,
Is it from the is it the taxpayers' money?
I don't believe.
But did NPP have such amount of money?
Well, I can't answer that question.
Of course, we have to attend, because $500,000 multiplied by how many NPP candidates, Honorable? Most people believe like these are the taxpayers' money that President Adam Barrow is giving to each NPP candidate.
Well, if it is the taxpayers' money, he's going to be held accounted for it. I don't think President Barrow will take taxpayers' money to sponsor his campaign.
Then where did
Even if you look at him, even if he's going on campaign, he's not using the government vehicle. He's using his private vehicle.
But where did President Adam Barrow? Because it was like NPP is not a long political party whereby NPP itself can have such amount of money. Just imagine 500,000 multiplied by each NPP candidate. That's a huge amount of money, Honorable.
I know it's a huge amount of money. But if you ask me that question, likewise, ask the other political parties.
Of course, all the parliamentary, all NPP candidates, they will be here.
If the opposition, who are not strong enough, are sponsoring their candidates, how about the president?
No, I did not hear any opposition that is giving each of their candidates $500,000.
But they must have given them something.
No, exactly. But this is less than the amount that President Adam Barrow is giving to these people.
Well, you know, as a sitting president, you have so many philanthropists that can do something for the party.
But people believe these are the taxpayers' money that President Adam Barrow is and President Adam, according to this, to what people said, President Adam Barrow is doing all this so that he will dominate the parliament, because that is his intention. So we now move to the next question, Honorable. Since you came in power as the MP of Parliamentary constituency, what have you contributed towards development of Parliamentary?
Well, a lot. There are a lot of changes in Parliamentary so far. Because if you look at these OIC projects, most of them, I could say 80% of this first project is all in Parliamentary. And again, I have installed about 45 solar lights in my satellite villages. And I've dug a borehole at Tintinto. And at this right moment, I've advocated for the government to construct the road of Madiana, which is a boarding to them during the rainy season.
So those are your personal achievements towards the development of the.
Exactly.
Is it enough?
No, it's not enough.
Okay.
We need a lot.
So you want the electorates of Parliamentary constituency to give you a second chance so that you will continue the job you were doing.
Exactly.
But again, do you think you will be able to maintain your seat in this 2022 parliamentary election?
I am 100% sure.
Are you confident? Because
yes.
Is it because NPP is endorsing you?
Not about NPP, because the people of Parliamentary have seen what I've done.
Don't you think there are high possibility for you to be defeated by a UDP candidate?
Well, there's possibility. There's possibility.
Okay, Honor. So what is your agenda for this 2022 parliamentary election?
My agenda, or my priority?
Your agenda.
My agenda is youth and women empowerment. And
it seems like all the politicians, when they ask when we ask them what is your agenda, they will say youth and women empowerment. At the end of the day, when they have what they wanted, they don't totally forget about the youth.
No, no, because if you can see in this country is the youth and the women who are the vulnerable ones, especially the women. If you look at them, you get up early in the morning, Fajr prayers. You'll meet so many women carrying their buckets, going to the garden to water their vegetables.
And just look at the price of fertilizer.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so
And,
high.
and the other thing,
Is President Adam Barrow looking at the agriculture sector?
you know, President Adam Barrow has so many institutions like the agri and other things, and he has already given them their independence. So now we are going to deal with the Minister of Agriculture, who is responsible. Because my priority for the women of West Coast in general is we need a preservation center first. And the second thing is market. Because our problem in this country is the market. The women are hardworking, but the other problem they have is the market. When they harvest their materials, they go to Serekunda. The only place they go is Serekunda. When they sell their things, they are not sold. They end up throwing them. So my priority now for the women is to have a preservation center, whereby if you harvest your things, you are not ready to sell them now, or
storage facility.
Storage facilities. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So this is one of my priorities for the women of West Coast and Parliamentary in general.
Okay. So, Honorable, on your own perspective, do you think the presidency election result? Do you think the presidency election result will reflect on the parliamentary election?
Of course.
It will result.
Of course.
Why are you so confident about that?
It will, because the campaign slogan is you've voted for President Barrow, but President Barrow is not comfortably sitting on the chair unless and until he has members in parliament.
But you know the presidency election is different from the parliamentary election.
I know it is different. What one could say it is the same.
It's not the same, Honorable. Because maybe people that voted for President Adam Barrow in December for president election, they will not vote for NPP candidates. Maybe some reason or the other.
Unless and until they have a different concept.
Okay, Honorable, let's see what on the 9th of April holds. And again, President Adam Barrow said he will dominate majority of this seat in this presidency election. The question is, why is President Adam Barrow so confident about this?
Because he has the confidence that he is working for the country.
But most of these citizens are not happy with how things are going in the country recently.
I know that must be. Because even Prophet Muhammad, all the people are not happy with him. So even God who created us.
Yeah, that's
all don't agree with him.
Yeah, that's true.
So moreover, a human being.
Yeah, we know President Adam Barrow is a human being, but when he has like people that you know have to guide him and say, President Adam Barrow, the youths are suffering from X, Y, and Z. I think he can do something about it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I told you before. The president has institutions. The youth, there is a minister of youth and sports who's responsible.
Okay, Honorable, do you think the electorates of Parliamentary constituency know your key responsibilities as their MP?
Sorry?
I said, do you think the electorates of Parliamentary constituency know your key responsibilities as their MP?
Not only Parliamentary, it's the whole country. The Gambians don't know exactly.
But you know you are representing Parliamentary as a constituency, Honorable.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Gambians in general don't know the responsibility of the National Assembly member. Because if you start your campaign, people will start to say, what has he brought for us? MPs are not development oriented. They go to the house, lobby, scrutinize the government,
to advocate,
and other things. That advocation doesn't mean that you have to grab it and bring it. You do your advocation. If you are lucky, you have it.
If you are not lucky,
well, that's the case.
Then that's it. Okay, Honorable. So, Honorable, as did MPs normally receive a constituency allowance? Hence, it has defined itself. If yes, where do you normally spend it on?
Where I normally spend my
constituency allowance.
Yes.
Yeah.
First, I have a bureau that I pay and take care of their feedings and everything. And then my vehicle is there for the constituency. Whatever problem they have, they use my vehicle, and I'm now fueling it.
So how prepared are you in this parliamentary election, Honorable?
Fully prepared.
Yeah, fully prepared.
Fully prepared. Indeed.
Okay, Honorable, now let's talk about some of the things that is affecting us as a nation, because recently we have seen the price of commodities is increasing day by day. Some citizens even feel President Adam Barrow is so silent about it. So what is your take on that?
No, that, I told you the last time, President Barrow, even if he has the opportunity to bring the price of rice to $500, he will do it today because of the concern of the citizens. But this is a global phenomenon that prices are high everywhere. As far as price of fuel rise, all commodities will rise because it's the fuel that transport everything in this world.
Okay. So, Honorable, considering the outcome of 2021 presidential election that declare President Adama Barrow the President of the Republic of the Gambia, what do you make of these results?
Free and fair.
On your own perspective,
oh yes,
do you think the starting from the registration process to the election day,
everything is
do you think the proceedings were free and fair?
Everything is free and fair.
But we have seen certain political parties still have not accepted the election results because they feel like the election was fraudulent.
What were their complaints?
Now you
No, I don't know what are the complaints they lodged in court was the NPP were giving cooking pots, football jerseys, and we also saw them doing it. So if you want to dispute elections, always you base it on the results, but they are not basing their complaints on the results. Only because saying that NPP has given cooking pots to women couples and football boots to football jerseys to football teams, which they've also done.
So so what make a UDP to lose the court? Is it because they do not have tangible evidence?
Exactly, they don't have tangible evidence, as I told you.
But most of them believe like the IEC register people that are not qualified to vote. What's your take on that?
Chance was given to everybody to go to court if you dispute it. There was a period given to every party. If you see irregularities in this voter registration, you go to court. Have they been to court?
Yes, they did.
No. Based on this voter registration, I mean.
Yeah, because maybe according to them, during at the initial state, the starting of the registration process, they were not focusing much on that. So maybe because they were so confident that they will be able to win this December 4th president election, because most of these NPP parliamentarians said UDP they were disappointed with the election results. That's why they take the matter to the court.
Yes, I know they were having confidence that they are going to win this election.
Yeah, but you as a former member of UDP, what will be your general ideology that UDP as a political party is associated with violence, rather a problematic party?
No. We were not associated with violence. It is just now UDP started this violence.
Yeah, they said recently, yeah.
Because UDP was formed since 1996. And during 2016, after the election, people came to find out that it is the UDP, though it was an alliance or a coalition, but people came to realize that it's the UDP that is ruling. So many people leave their parties to come and join the UDP. And they came in with full force. With full force. So that action really destabilized the UDP, because you cannot find somebody sitting and you want him to get up for you to sit down. So this is what destroyed the party. These newcomers, they came in, found people sitting down. They want us to rise up, and then they will sit down.
So the new members are the problem.
They are the problem.
Viewers, just to remind you guys are watching us live here on Better Future, and this is the personality program with me, your favorite host, Miss Hadijop. Sponsors are invited. You can contact us on 3463441, 3463441. Viewers, do not forget to like, comment, and share. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at Better Future Production. So, Honorable, the electorates of Parliamentary constituency has voted you in as their MP, and high expectations were mounted on you. As far as you are concerned, were their expectation met?
Well, I would not say that all their expectations were met, because as a human being, even God cannot satisfy us. Human being is never satisfied. I know I have done a lot for them, but I cannot say that I have done all for them.
Okay. Okay, hello. So how do you see NPP as a political party?
Well, NPP is a stable party, disciplined and humble.
It's a humble party.
Yeah.
Okay, viewers, we now come to the end of the program. But before I close the program, I will allow Honorable BABAGALLEH JALLOW of NPP to say his final words and also to talk to his electorates.
Well, the only thing I want to advise my electors is Parliamentary doesn't belong to any of us. We are all we are 6 aspirants seeking for a position. And that doesn't say that we are enemies. We are not enemies. We are all seeking for the same position, and there's only one person who will get it. So I'm advising all members of the Parliamentary to abide by the rules of the campaign, and then know that it is only one person who will win this seat. And if one wins this seat, let us all rally behind that individual and focus on the development of Parliamentary, because Parliamentary is bigger than all of us.
Thank you, Honor. Viewers, like I always said, this was the personality program with your favorite host, Miss Hadi Job. I will be back on Wednesday. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I think that was a fruitful discussion with Honorable BABAGALLEH JALLOW, and thank you so much for coming, and wishing you all the best in this 2022 parliamentary election. Viewers, this is what I have for you today on the Personality Show. I will be back Wednesday with another parliamentarian. Till then, it is a bye from me, Miss Hadi Job.